E3 that's not actually E3 season has finally come to a close. I'm saying finally as if it's not something I've been looking forward to all year. And to celebrate one of the most hype E3 not E3 seasons in the last few years, why not go through a little highlight reel of all the things I was interested in, because why in the hell not? Starting with the state of play that kicked everything off, that of course had Wolverine at front and center because Insomniac knows what puts food on the fucking table. And when I say food on the table, I don't mean them, I mean me. This is the only meal I need to eat for the entirety of September. As a matter of fact, I've already pre-ordered the game. I'm lying, by the way, I have not, because I am fucking broke. Tomb Raider, a game that I'm always like, you know what, this looks cool, I should play this, I want to play this, and then I never fucking play it. But that streak ends now, I promise. Oh, and how could I forget, a new Rayman, the same franchise that the Wii U got fucked over for. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I mean how Ubisoft delayed Rayman Legends, I think it was, for the Wii U, so the Xbox people could get it at the same time, which actively fucked over the Wii U's holiday schedule for that year, and I'm pretty sure it was its launch year too, so that just really messed everything up. And as far as I know, that was like the last Rayman game that came out, so nice to see him back on the up and up. Dynasty Warriors, a franchise that I've literally never played, unless it had a skin of another franchise I like, being Hyrule Warriors and One Piece Pirate Warriors because of my cousin, so I figure I might as well check out the original, why not? Oh, and how could I forget Stuntman? Stuntman Hollywood, to be exact. Now, I thought this was its own little thing. I thought it was just a one-off game or some shit. No, apparently it's got a whole series. It's had 2 games before, with this most recent entry being in 2007. Oh. We have Control Resonant, which is the sequel to the first game, which, to be honest, I really shouldn't even bother looking at this game because I still have to beat the first one. Ah yes, Marathon. The game that I only gave a shit about in that state of play simply because it was pissing off the Destiny 3 fans. Love to see it. And then they dropped Until Dawn 2 on us. Until Dawn 2, do you know how much infamy Until Dawn has on the YouTube scene? Especially with the amount of shitty playthroughs there are. And now we're making a second one? Berleezy, man, I'm telling you, you gotta hit that one up. Phantom Blade Zero, I literally almost forgot to mention it because they fucking teased us, those bitches. They gave us a little trailer and then they're like, hey, well, here's an actual pre-order trailer and a full trailer later down the summer. Like, really, bro? You might as well just not even mention it. Also, apparently it's delayed to October, which by any other circumstances, I would probably be a little bit disappointed at. But A, it's only 1 month, and B, that means September's opened up for Wolverine. September for Wolverine, October for Phantom Blade, November for GTA 6. It's perfect. And last but certainly not least, in the State of Play section, we have God of War Laufey. That's how Google says it. I'm not sure if that's actually correct or not, but hey, I think it's actually pronounced Laufey or something like that. Frank the Cube, the MVP. That's all I need to say. But listen, I don't understand, man. I really don't get the controversy around this game. Are we really that upset playing as a woman, guys? Really? Do you not see the swag this woman... Look at the steez on screen that you're witnessing and you're telling me that you don't want to play this game because Kratos ain't in it? Nah, man. You guys just don't like cool shit. I mean, dude, she can fucking double jump. That's all the convincing I needed. Have you seen Kratos do that? No, I didn't think so. She's over there twirling, slicing people up, knocking people's goddamn spirits out of their bodies and shit. Like, you're telling me that doesn't look cool? Fuck out of my face. Next, we're moving in chronological order, is Summer Game Fest, which actually didn't have that many announcements I personally was interested in, so this one will probably be kinda quick. First, we have Stranger Than Heaven. You're damn right it's Stranger Than Heaven, because why the fuck is Tupac in this game? You know what? When I saw that shit, I was like, I don't need to see anything else. Summer Game Fest was done and over with for me right then and there. That hooked me. Y'all got a hook, I'll give you that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin, which I genuinely thought was its own thing, you know, a video game creation, but upon further research, no, it's based on a comic where literally every turtle except for Michelangelo dies. I'm like, okay, well, you know what? You got me. I haven't played a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game since that kinda shitty one on the 3DS. But you got me with that premise. Since I've never read the comic, I mean, I might as well play the game. I see no reason not to. And they baited the fucking Sonic fans with that celebrating 35 years of Sonic, and it's just fucking Crossworlds bullshit and Sonic Pico Park of all things. What a shitty ass birthday this hedgehog is having, man. Here I was last year thinking that we would get a new 3D Sonic announcement at the Game Awards. How fucking naive I was. Oh yes, Stellar Blade Blood Rain. How could I forget? It's fucking Stellar Blade. Easy buy. Now, thank God it's only in early development because I actually still have to play the first game. I only ever played the demo. It was pretty good from what I remember though, so hey man, say man. And even still, this new character, what the fuck is her name again? Eevee? Yeah, she looks like a brawler. Look at this goddamn gameplay. This is my shit right here. As a Sifu fan, I need more games like this in my life, goddammit. And Final Fantasy VII Revelation. An entire fucking trilogy of Final Fantasy VII Remake in between Kingdom Hearts 3 and 4. I was like, yeah, that's the final nail in the coffin right there. And then they were like, spring 2027, and I'm like, okay, maybe not. You know what? Maybe we'll see Kingdom Hearts 4 soon. Little did I fucking know. But you know what? We'll get there soon enough. Next, Xbox Games Showcase, which unsurprisingly had the least amount of things I was interested in. So we will quickly go through them, starting with Persona 4 Revival. I'm not gonna lie, the voice actors threw me the fuck off because I wasn't expecting them to change them, but you know what? We can move past that, I guess. But the real thing is Persona 6, which is very clearly in early development because they didn't actually fucking show us anything. They just showed us the logo and that it's green and said, you know what, that's enough. It had a green logo, so they had to throw it at the Xbox showcase. You know what, I can rock with that. And fucking Spyro? Spyro of all people at Xbox Game Showcase? Times are changing, dude. But you know what? Change isn't always bad. And last in the chronological line, we have the Nintendo Direct of June 9th, 2026. Starting with Ninjala 2. Now, the thing about Ninjala is, I remember wanting to play it, like, when did it come out again? It came out in 2020? Okay, well, I remember wanting to play it all the way back in 2020 and shit. And for one reason or the other, I never did. Probably because I never bothered paying for Nintendo Switch Online. So that's most likely the reason why I never played it. And it's funny for me to be kinda excited for a sequel to a game that I never played. But hey man, life works in mysterious ways. Devil May Cry 5 Devil Hunter Edition. They finally put DMC5 on the Nintendo Switch. It just had to be the sequel Nintendo Switch because if they put it on the first one, it would have turned into fucking Hiroshima. Nintendo Switch Sports Resort. Ooh, do I have a bone to pick. First of all, they're talking about some welcome to Woohoo Island. What? That is not Woohoo Island. That's Yoo-Hoo Island. When was the last time that Woohoo Island was playable in a video game? I think it was what? Smash Ultimate? That's 2018. How much fucking terraforming does one island do in 8 years? For it to look like this? That is not Woohoo Island. We're gonna start right there. And then secondly, they're like, oh, this game has 12 sports. 12? Let me Google this real quick. So, Wii Sports Resort has, get this, a total of 12 sports. That was probably loud as hell. With all the variances and all the extra modes and shit, it adds up to 24. I guess they just want to pretend like the originals didn't exist or something? That's the only way to explain this. Because that means they're trying to sell us on the same amount of sports as a game from 17 fucking years ago. What is happening? That means they're trying to sell us on the exact same amount of sports as a video game from 2009, and not only that, they're trying to sell us on most of the same sports at that. Wakeboarding, archery, boxing, we already did all of this 2 decades ago. Come on, dude. Anyway, moving on from that, Dusk Bloods. I think this is the first bit of actual gameplay we've gotten from Dusk Bloods, which is kind of crazy considering it was revealed well over a year ago, but you know what? Whatever. Maybe I'm just misinformed. No, I was right. It is the first bit of gameplay we've seen. That is kind of crazy, but I mean, hey, at least it's here. Splatoon Raiders, yet another Splatoon game. And as somebody who has literally never played Splatoon before, it is what it is. Minecraft Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. Wow. Let's play a little counting game, shall we? Minecraft for PS3, Minecraft for PS4, Minecraft for PS5, Minecraft for Xbox 360, Minecraft for Xbox One, Minecraft for PS Vita, Minecraft for Nintendo 3DS, Minecraft for Nintendo Wii U, Minecraft for Nintendo Switch, and Minecraft for Nintendo Switch 2. That is 10 different console ports of Minecraft. Have we had enough yet? The fucking behemoth, Kingdom Hearts 4. I don't think a singular person on this earth was thinking that Kingdom Hearts 4 was going to show up in a Nintendo Direct of all places. But yet, here we are. The first look at Kingdom Hearts 4 in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 fucking years, Square Enix. I mean, it's a bit strange though, because we already have Final Fantasy VII Revelations, so, I mean, I guess this game must be somewhat close to release if they're confident showing it and kinda sorta marketing it at the same time, which means it might come out sooner than we think. Maybe even late 2027 if we're lucky. Not holding my breath though. And last but not least, the Ocarina of Time remake. Hey dog, I heard you like remakes, so I remade your remake. You know the funny thing? I actually saw a Reddit meme, and yes, I know, a Reddit meme, but I saw a Reddit meme that was like the most overhyped game of today versus, I don't fucking know, something about Ocarina of Time. It was about GTA 6 and Ocarina of Time. And it was propping up Ocarina of Time and calling GTA 6 overhyped. Do Nintendo fans have no shame? The gall that you must have to call a game overhyped and then in the very next breath hype up a remake of Ocarina of Time. Not a new 3D Zelda, a remake of a game that has been out for almost 30 years. A game that has been ported to literally every single Nintendo console since its release, and that already had a fucking remake before this one, and say that it's gonna be the greatest game ever. Where is the self-awareness at? And I'm not even like the biggest GTA 6 fan or nothing, but I think it's reasonable to say that the game isn't overhyped, at least the way you're putting it, compared to a fucking game that's 30 years old. Oh, and by the way, speaking of new 3D games, I'm honestly surprised that there wasn't a new 3D Mario announced. I just want to remind everybody, we knew about Super Mario Odyssey before the Switch even came out. I'm pretty sure we've known about most 3D Marios within like a year to a year and a half of the console's release. Not the case here. I guess they were just too busy working on Donkey Kong Bonanza or something, because no news on a 3D Mario. That's pretty strange. But I mean, hey, we'll get it eventually. But you know what? I've kept you around, let's say about 14-15 minutes too long. I will say though, coincidentally enough, the only thing that could cap off this E3 not E3 season and make it one of the greatest in the history book would be a GTA 6 trailer. If Rockstar releases a GTA 6 trailer this month, one of the greatest non-E3 seasons of all time, hands down. I won't be hearing none of it.